What's going on YouTube? It is your girl Laura Finesse and I am back. It's been a minute. Things have been crazy, things have been hectic, but we are here. I want to drink this wine with a straw because this is red wine, and y'all know red wine will stain your teeth. And I have my braces in, so like I don't want to, like if I keep my braces in, then the wine gets in there. It'll like sit on my teeth, so period. I don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm coming to y'all with a different kind of video, but a regular video of just like top 5 biggest worries when you are in your mid to late 30s, right? Because baby girl, it's a thing, right? When you hit your mid 30s, your mind just starts to go in 1,000 different directions, and like it's difficult to keep up with it all. So I just want to kind of touch on what I'm going through. It's not a midlife crisis, but it's just like when you hit your mid 30s, like you really start to think about shit. And when you hit your late 30s, the same things that you were thinking about in your mid 30s speed up. And when you're in your 40s, you're there. And when you're in your 50s, you're in your 50s. Like it's almost behind you. So I just wanted to touch on a couple things. Well, not a couple, but 5 things that I feel like are top 5 biggest worries in your mid to late 30s. So number 1, and this is for, and by the way, this is for men and women, sex drive / libido. You know, when you're in your 20s and you go through your Drea hoe phase, or for guys, I feel like guys are in their hoe phase, they're at least 50, right? They're at least 50, 55, 60 even, when they get out of their hoe phase, right? Their hoe phase. But that's like the number, well, I won't say number 1. I'm actually going to name 5, but I'm going to start with the least likely. No in particular order, as a matter of fact, because these are all important. So sex drive libido is number 1. When you were young, you were in your 20s, you used to be so turned on by the littlest things. And I think it switches for men and women. So I think they say when we get in our prime, I think women's prime is like late 30s, 40s, even 50s, right? Like, well, some women, I'll say. Because some women's libido speeds up and they're more like sexy and they turn into a cougar. While men have ED and they gotta take Viagra, and you know what I mean? Like it's different. They start balding, they start getting a beer belly. So it's different for them. However, some women have vaginal dryness when they start menopause, right? Like that's one of the things that are a symptom of menopause, like vaginal dryness. Your sex drive goes down because your estrogen levels are decreasing. So that's a real thing. So it's for men and women, and it's really a person by person basis, because I think for me, I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not gonna lie, like let's just keep a real conversation. I'm somewhere in the middle. I think that right where I am right now in my 30s, like I am focused, and I'm like, I don't want to be 40 and not have like the shit together that I need to have together. So I'm in like this mode of like having to get ish together. And so sex is not at the top of my list, but it's a real thing, and you know, you're still attracted. That's one thing I will say about me. I am finding myself lately like attracted to certain things about a man, like certain actions or ways that they present themselves. That becomes more attractive than when you're in your 20s. It's just like, oh, he's cute. His car is cute. You know, like, let's keep it real, like some young shit. Like, oh, he's cute. His car is cute. He got a train. He got a watch. Like, these are the things that when you're in your 20s, they, like, stick out to you. And these are the things that you're seeing in the mix. So these are the things that, like, come to your mind, right? So number 1 or number 5, whichever direction or wherever you want to put it on your list. But one of the 5 things is definitely sex libido. Number 2, Appearance. So this kind of goes into where libido left off, right? In sex drive. People's appearance and what they look like and what the vibes are and what they give to you, that gives you how you feel about them. Like I said, someone's appearance may not be at the top of your list, but what is attractive to you is their mind and how they think, right? But appearance is a thing. When you're in your 30s, let me tell y'all, I think the biggest thing that I noticed within the past couple years is hangovers. I remember in my 20s, I kid you not. I remember I used to work for Penske, the yellow trucking company. Like, I ran one of the locations in the Chicagoland area. And I used to because I was the person that like opened the store, had a key to the location in Franklin Park. And the one on Bussy, which is the Elk Grove Village location. That was the biggest one in the district. And when I was in that district, for each one, I would have to be up at like 3:30 in the morning. I would have to be out the door by like 4:15, 4:30. And I would be there by like 5:15. We opened at 5:30. I used to have to do an inventory of the lot, I could have been out the night before and went to sleep at 3:30. And when my alarm went off at 4, I was up, I was ready to go. You would never tell me nothing. I would go to McDonald's and get me a steak and egg and cheese on the bagel. That used to be the remedy, the cure. Work all day, come home, go out the next night and do it all over again. In my 30s, y'all, within the last 2 years, what I've noticed is like I need 2 days downtime. Like, if I want to go out and like have like a good time, I need to go out Friday, because Saturday I need to recoup, and Sunday I'm like just getting back to myself. If I go out Saturday and turn up, Sunday is gonna be a rough one, and Monday is like teetering on that line. Like, I need a day and a half to 2 days to recover. And so, and how this works into appearance is that like how you pull yourself together after going out and partying and having a good time. You start to think about like, I want to be healthy, I want to be able to bounce back. And that's really what it comes down to. Now, even though I am drinking my wine, this is my Malbec, and I think this is three-layer cake Malbec. I think this is like $20. You can get this at the Kroger, the grocery store. But I got my water, my chlorophyll water and lemon. As y'all can see, I'm right under the 7 p.m. and it's like 7:30. So I'm actually doing well. I actually wasn't doing that well earlier, but like in the middle of the day, I hit my stride and I've been drinking my water. So I've been doing one of these a day. I got this from Marshall's. This was $10. And I just think like the timestamps really do motivate you. But anyway, and I also work out, right? Because appearance is everything. You cannot bounce back. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, you can't bounce back as easily as you did in your 20s. Like, it just doesn't work. I need 2 days to recover if I go out. And if I go out and I need 2 days to recover, that's 2 days that I'm probably not going to go to the gym. That's 2 days that I'm probably not going to eat healthy, because when you have a hangover, you want greasy food. You want the steak, egg, and cheese bagel. You want, and I'm not eating meat right now, guys. I did 36 days, no meat. I had Wingstop because I went out and I was like, I wasn't hungover, but I wanted chicken. And now I'm back. So I had Wingstop Saturday, and today is Wednesday. So I guess I restarted, but whatever, don't judge me. I had a day of weakness. I needed the wings, I needed the grease, I needed the lemon pepper, I needed the blue cheese, I needed it. But anyway, appearance is a big thing when you're in your mid to late 30s. Like, it's a thing. These are things you start to think about. You don't bounce back as fast. For guys, you guys are balding, your stomach is poking out, you're fucking, like, you don't have the stamina. Like, everything about your appearance changes, and the same thing with women. Women, even working out. This is the first time in my life that I have been working out very much consistently, and the progress has been slow. I'm talking about I work out 5 to 6 days a week. I do at least 45 minutes to an hour and a half every single day in that 5 days. And like, I'm taking a fat burner, I'm taking a pre-workout. When I was in my 20s, when I tell you, anytime I ever felt chubby or I just like, ooh, I'm gaining a little bit of weight, I promise you within a week, that weight would be gone and I would keep it off. In my 30s, it just takes a lot more effort, a lot more work. So also when you're in your 30s, as far as appearance is concerned, you start to hit your stride on what works for you, like what colors work for you, what styles work for you. You really get into your groove about your style, your like what is you, like people know you for being this. And not that you have to be in a box, but I think in your 30s, you really pick up on your appearance. And so number 3, which kind of is from appearance, is health. Y'all, health is wealth. I mean, in your 30s, you start to see, maybe you do, I have, you start to see people that you grew up with, you look at them and you're like, yo, he looks terrible, she looks terrible. When I tell you, I look, and no shade, but I gotta say it. I have not been to my high school reunions. You know, we did like a 10-year, and then I think we just had our 15-year. I didn't go to either one because everybody, let me take a sip. I don't want this to come out the wrong way. I just want it to be received honestly. I don't want it to come off the wrong way, but y'all, the people I went to high school with, they look terrible. Not everybody, because I haven't seen everybody and whatever. But for the most part, the people that I went to high school with, y'all, no tea, no shade. They just let themselves go. And I'm like, you look so much older than me. Like, how old are you? That's really what I be thinking. So when I think about the 10-year and the 15-year reunion, I didn't go back because I'm just like, y'all look terrible. And I really, I don't want to be out there with y'all. Y'all, I'm not so bougie, but it's certain things. It's like, I don't want to be around you. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, y'all look terrible and y'all really need to step up your health. You're out of shape. Y'all just don't look good, right? But again, that goes back to my point about appearance. It's hard to lose weight when you get to a certain age. Your metabolism slows down, like, and so health is key. And I said all that to say, like, all jokes aside, like, not even being funny, like, being healthy is key. You need to drink water. Like, I know people that don't drink water. You need to drink water. Listen to me. Your body is mostly made up of water. The earth is mostly made up of water. You need to drink water. It is what sustains you. It is what nurses you back to health. When I was in the Army, let me tell you something. My drill sergeant, it didn't matter what was wrong with you. Your arm could be broke. Your eye could be hanging out the socket. He'd be like, drink water, private. He's saying private, but he was country. He'd be like, pride. Drink water, pride. That is like a real thing. So, let me drink some water today. Hold on. Let me drink some water while I'm talking about drinking water. Let me get myself together for my, coming up on my 9 o'clock. I love this wide straw too because it ain't no little sips. It's like big sips. Quick side note while we're talking about health. I did put my drops of chlorophyll in here. If you guys don't know, chlorophyll is like a natural detox in your body. And also, chlorophyll is like, it can flush out the toxins and like the smells in your body. So like your breath, your underarms, your vagina, your penis, like your asshole, like how you fart, how you look. I don't want to be explicit, but like chlorophyll really does detox your body, and it like helps with smells that come out of your body naturally, and it is a natural detoxant of that. So I definitely recommend you getting some chlorophyll drops. They sell them on Amazon. I bought mine on Amazon. You do like I think for this one, for this large canister, I did like 15 to 20 drops. Normally when I make my smoothies, I do, it's recommended for like, I think 8 to 16 ounces, like 12 drops, 12 to 15 drops. So I just put like 20 in here because this is a large container. But listen, health is wealth. Work out, eat healthy, you know, drink your water, and, you know, take care of yourself. Number 4. Oh, this is a hard one, but this is a real one. Personal relationships. As you get older, you start to naturally remove yourself from situations and people. And did y'all see that? I had like a piece of like, I really get flipped off my cup. But anyway, as you get older, you start to remove yourself from situations and people that they don't necessarily have to be toxic. These could be family members. These could be friends. These could be people that you have known your whole life. But when you get into your 30s, y'all, and I've been going through this lately, like, and nothing against anyone I know, but like, I've just been going through this thing where it's only certain things I like to do. And it has nothing to do with the people, but we like to do certain things that are comfortable with certain people, if that makes sense. And for me, I've just been in this place lately of not wanting to do certain things. I don't want to go out. I don't want to turn up. You know what I mean? Like I'm struggling. I'll be very honest. I'm struggling with that because I love going out. I love having a good time. I love turning up, but also I have shit I need to do. Short and simple. I have shit I need to do. Like, I'm not struggling and I'm not like such in a bad place, but like the standard of where I need to see myself before 40, like I need to like get on it, and I need to make sure that I'm on track and I'm focused for those things. And it's just a personal thing. And so sometimes when you get to that place in your life, and it's usually in your 30s, you start to see situations different, and that causes like personal relationships to falter. And it's a sad thing, but also it's a part of growing. It's a part of growth, and you shouldn't feel bad about wanting the best for yourself, right? Like, that's not a bad thing. You want the best for yourself. You should have the best for yourself if you want it. If you're disciplined enough to do it, you should do it, right? So sometimes personal relationships can be sacrificed just because you want to be better and do better. And not better than them. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you want to put yourself in a better situation. It's really personal. It's personal for you. It's not personal against anyone. It's personal for you. So number 4, personal relationships, y'all. When you get in your 30s, that shit is real. You start to like think about like, wait, am I the smartest person in the room? Am I the richest person in the room? Am I the most savviest person in the room? You start to question those things, and like, I don't want to be the smartest one in the room. I don't want to be the richest one in the room. I don't want to be the savviest person in the room. I want to be in rooms with people that are doing better than me so I can learn from them. And that's where I'm at. Like, there are certain things that I want to do that I just know I want to be around people that are doing better than me so that I can look at them and learn from them. And listen, it's nothing wrong with being that for someone else, but you also are responsible for you. That's great if you're that for someone else. But for me, I also want to be in a room with certain people. And I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but I know some people who doing some things, and I'm just like, yeah, I like this. This is the vibes. This is what I want. So let me take a sip to that, because that was kind of heavy, y'all. Like, that was a little bit heavy. Number 5, and this is like the biggest one: finances. Finances. When you get into, first of all, let me say this. You don't have to wait until you're in your 30s to think about your finances, but I think that sometimes it doesn't hit you until you're in your 30s, right? Shout out to all of the young entrepreneurs. Like these 20 somethings, y'all, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all flowers real quick because y'all deserve them. These 20 somethings right now, I think that's Gen Z, I think. They are just like on their shit. They are entrepreneurs. They ain't taking no shit. They get into the bag, they get into the money, and they don't care. And this can be seen with like a lot of these hairstylists. Like you gotta come wash, you gotta come press, you gotta come with your own parts if you want to get braids. You gotta come with the tracks laid if you want to get a sew-in. They just gonna flat iron it for you. Like, as ridiculous as some of these new entrepreneurs are, they're in their business, and I gotta give them credit where credit is due and say a lot of 20 somethings are really on their shit, and I'm like, salute to y'all. Y'all are like, I'm not gonna lie, these 20 somethings are on their shit. These hairstylists, these lash techs, these makeup artists, like I'm all of that. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Y'all continue, and I'm not talking, and it's not just women, like the guys too, like Jonathan Tay. Like, listen, shout out to the men and women, 20 somethings who are on their shit. That's what it's all about. Don't wait until you're 30 to figure out your finances. You know what I mean? And I say that to say, for me, like when I was in my 20s, I was making a lot of money and living life fast. BMF, blowing money fast, living life fast. Like, okay, it's gonna come back. Okay, it's gonna come back. It wasn't until a certain point that I was making a lot of money and then I wasn't making as much and I had to reset. And that is what made me kind of get into this, like, okay, snap out of it. You're not making as much money as you were making before, so now you got to reset and you got to get back to that place. Luckily, thankfully, I'm in that place. I do well for myself, but like there was a point in time where I wasn't struggling, and I don't want to be dramatic, and that's why I don't want to say like, oh, I was struggling, because I wasn't struggling, but there was a point where I was just not good at managing my money. And I think in your 30s, your finances become a big deal. You start thinking about 401k. You start thinking about insurance policies. I just got my mom an insurance policy that I own, because when you get to a certain age, you have to start thinking about if something happens to my partner, my parent, my child, whoever, I'm going to be the person that has to pay for it. You know what I mean? And so you need to make sure that your finances are together and you're being responsible for life events. So finances just becomes a huge thing. I will say this. I'm not with 401k. I said it. I ain't with 401k. And I'll say this because you don't know, and maybe it's because I'm from Chicago, that you just never know what's gonna happen. You never know if you're gonna need it, if you're gonna use it, if it's gonna be you. Maybe it's because I'm from Chicago and I'm a little bit jaded, but I'm not finna wait till I'm 60, 65 to get some money that I've been saving. No, I'm gonna make my own money, make my own way, make my own millions, make my own bag. I'm not gonna wait till I'm 65. No, I'm trying to do that now. Why am I gonna wait 30 years? Like, no, I'm trying to do that right now. I'm not gonna wait until I'm 65 to like live my best life. Like, no. And that's why I say shout out to the 20 somethings, because they are not waiting. I be looking at them like, damn, y'all guys be on vacation every week. And that's the thing, like, if I planned my finances and my life that way, I could live that way. But like in my mind, I'm like, no, I need to be smart. And so I always do the smart thing. And recently after I got into like my car accident in January, I really put a lot of things in perspective. And it was dramatic at the time. It was traumatic at the time. But it's one of the reasons why I'm making this list now. Like, what are the top 5 like biggest worries in your 30s? It's like, yeah, finances is up there. If that's really number 1. I did it kind of backwards. You can put it in any order, but I ended with finance because you got to save the best for last. So just a quick recap. 1 is sex and libido. 2 is appearance. 3 is health, 4 is personal relationships, and 5 is finances. And you can put those in any order you want, but those are the top 5 biggest worries when you're in your 30s. And you know, first of all, those may be the top 5 biggest worries when you're in your 40s or your 20s, right? But I'm a 30 something, so for me, those are my top 5 worries. And ain't got no more to say about it. So thank you guys for watching the video. I kind of want to do some of these like top 5s because these things be real. You know, let me know what you guys think. Please don't forget to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Get your girl over the little threshold. Like, I've been gaining subscribers. I haven't posted a video in like a month or 3 weeks to a month. And I haven't really been gaining subscribers. So shout out to y'all for subscribing. I want to do more content and I'm getting there. But it's the 30-something blues that's really like, it's getting me together. It's kicking my ass. And so I wanted to come and make this video and just share with you guys how I was feeling, what I was going through, what was on my mind. And I want to get a vlog together, but I've been in the house real low key, and y'all don't want to see me just chilling in the house, like working, gym, Target, grocery store, house, dinner. I do make time for dinner. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing better than getting dressed up and getting in bed and going to dinner. Like, that's, what else do you want? That's all I want to do. Let me just say that at the top. All I want to do is get dressed, get cute, and go to dinner. Fancy dinner. That's all I want to do. But other than that, I've been in the house chilling, so I haven't really been vlogging. So let me know what you guys think. Please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe once again. And I really thank you guys for watching. And let me know your thoughts. What are your top 5? What are your top 5, whether you're 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever? What are your top 5 biggest worries, like, in your age group? Like, what are you experiencing? Like, let me know. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.